Another one. Another one.
I'm here with Vito Mielnicki Jr.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Got a big fight coming up in the Big Apple. Just to give you a rundown on Vito, man. 20-1.
21.
Yep, 12
yes,
knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Four-time junior national Golden Glove champion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, an amateur record of 147-22. So the man been putting in work for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I think you just signed to Top Rank?
Top Rank. Just signed to Top Rank. Al Heyman as an advisor.
Okay.
Yeah. Been moved. Man, I'm blessed the way I've been moved throughout my career thus far. I've been a pro for 5 years now. So
Nice.
I'm young, 22 years old, but feel like I've
been
in the game for a while. I was an amateur since I'm 7, so I've been in the game for like 15 years now. Yeah, and I'm blessed to be in the opportunity to have this big fight on February 14th.
Yeah. So it's second nature, man. Since 7 years
Yes,
old,
sir. Yes,
you
sir.
live and breathe it, bro.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah. So February 14th, huh? What made y'all choose that date?
Well, first of all,
a bouquet of left hooks, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Valentine's Day. It's gonna be on a great card. Top Rank's got this beautiful card set up. Keyshawn, Xander, and I showcasing this card on ESPN on Valentine's Day at Madison Square Garden. How it's basically the mecca of sports. So, yeah, I mean, why not? Why not on February 14th?
Most definitely, man. And you fighting in the Big Apple. Well, it's not your first time fighting there, though.
No, I fought the Barclays a few times, and I fought at the Madison Square Garden my last fight. Yeah.
Okay. Nice, man. So let me ask you, what made you make that switch from PBC to Top Rank?
Just situational. My team and I felt as though it was the right move. Al Heyman's done a great job. Continues to do a great job in my career. And
so you still work?
Al Heyman's still my advisor.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
And Top Rank, my promotional. So why not have 2 Harvard graduates at Bob Arum and Al Heyman run your career?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
You can't lose.
Yes, sir.
You can't lose. That's what's up, though, man. So I mean, now tell me a little bit about your amateur background and how that was coming up, and you know some of the things that when you felt like, man, it's time for me to go pro.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like I was turned pro a little prematurely. Definitely could have waited a few years. I feel as though because I wasn't developed. I wasn't like I had a pro style, but I feel like the pros, anybody, you're in there with another grown man. Anybody can land a shot. You got to be 100% ready. And that's not to say I wasn't ready, but just I feel like I could have waited a little longer to turn pro. But hey, it all worked out. And man, since I was 17, I was on big stages. My first fight was on ESPN Plus. I made SportsCenter Top 10. Then my second fight on until like 3 fights ago, I was on PBC on Fox, Showtime. So
it's funny you say you turned pro prematurely. He's 20-1.
Yeah.
With 12 knockouts.
Yeah.
Man, man, that fight, man, you gave somebody the stanky leg, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was like two or three fights ago. You know what I'm saying? And but you definitely have a successful career going. For you know, obviously that goal is that title shot.
Definitely.
You feel. I'm 100%. Pretty sure you feel is coming pretty soon.
Definitely. Hopefully soon. Right now we're worried about February 14th. Conor Coyle, ranked highly in the WBA. I know he's going to be coming on his P's and Q's and just be 100% ready. So like I said, he's highly ranked in the WBA. He's an undefeated opponent, not trying to lose his O. And that's what we're coming there to do, February 14th, take away that O.
Nice. Now, I understand that fight is shown in UK as well.
UK as well, yes, sir.
Yeah.
He's from Ireland, so a lot of overseas eyes will be on the fight. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of Irish in the arena, too, come that night. Yeah.
Right, most definitely, man. They definitely travel in packs.
For sure.
One
of my favorite combat fighters is Conor McGregor, just how he came up, and obviously younger Conor McGregor now. I mean, I feel like he should hang it up now, but Conor McGregor is an icon of just combat sports. His come up and how his work ethic and how he changed the game. So he's one of my favorite combat athletes.
And you know what they say? Not only can he fight, he can sell the fight too.
Yeah, he can sell the fight too. That's what this boxing game is. It's entertainment at the end of the day.
Do you think it's becoming too much entertainment though?
Can be, for sure.
You know,
a lot of people, I feel like, taking this game for. They don't realize you could go in there. People are losing their lives when they step in that ring. So people are making it sometimes a joke. Meanwhile, really, it's not. Your life could change in a blink of an eye in that ring,
Yeah.
and that's why. And you got a lot of people like me who have been working since they're 7 years old to get to that spot, and you have guys because they're following and everything get to that pinnacle of the sport before them because of their following. But hey, it's bringing different eyes to the game, so that's one positive thing. But there is a lot of you know, maybe bad things that come with it too. But I
Yeah.
guess you got to take with the good with the bad.
Yeah, which is anything in life for sure.
Yes, sir.
You know, so what made you say, what made you say, hey, I want to box? Growing
Yeah.
up, what made you get into it? Like,
So 7 years old, I always loved football. Played
Okay.
football up until like high school. I broke my arm, and then I was like, I want to stick to
what
boxing.
position?
Running back and safety.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love football, flying around the field. I love that, but still probably my favorite sport.
Yeah. Who's
But
your squad in football?
Jets.
I mean, okay.
Yes, sir.
What you think about Aaron Rodgers, man?
Hey, man, people also don't realize the season he had for us was the best quarterbacking season we've had in years. So
yeah.
we haven't seen a quarterback play like that for us in years. So I take it like this guy's not playing horrendous. Like obviously we're expecting MVP Aaron Rodgers, but
Yeah. He is getting
he's older, and I feel like he's coming off an Achilles tear. I think you got to give him one more year, see what it is,
Yeah.
and then bring in a rookie, make him sit behind him for a year, and then see if he can develop him a little bit for a year, and then you go on from there.
Yeah. But, man, you sports though, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, back to what you were saying.
Yeah, but I come 7 years old, started boxing, just was watching Floyd Mayweather versus Shane Mosley on the TV, and I was just like to my dad, I was like, I want to try that. That's what I want to try. And then him and his brother wrestled collegiately and in high school and then college. So it was like a one-on-one sport. I love that. And then he brought me to the boxing gym, and then man, I fell in love with it.
That's what's up, though, man. So what? So I guess Floyd was some of the fighters you looked up to.
Floyd,
growing up.
Andre Ward, Roberto Duran. Yeah, those were
that's good company right there.
Three favorite fighters for sure.
That's definitely good company. So obviously doing my research on you, stuff like that. So I see you also, travel with Javante, Shakur Stevenson, stuff like that. You kind of came up training with them as well.
Yeah. So Shakur's grandfather was actually my coach from when I was like 8. So I was like 15. So Coach Wali. He was
locked in pretty much.
Yeah, we were
family almost.
Yeah, definitely. So Shakur and I, and then Tank and Lorenzo Simpson. I mean, and yeah, we traveled everywhere together.
Yeah.
My first like 20, 30 amateur fights were down in Upton, in Philly, and that whole up and down the East Coast. So yeah, we were like everybody boxes like a small circle, big world, but just everybody knows each other.
Yeah, knows each other. And I'm starting to realize that more and more.
Yeah,
like,
so it's definitely a cool thing because you see all these guys that you grew up with and you came up with doing their thing now in the pros.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, it's a blessing to still be around all these guys. You know what I mean? And when you see them, it's like you pick up right where you left off.
Yeah, most definitely. That's that iron sharpening iron.
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
And like I say, I watched some of your fights, man, and you definitely got that killer instinct, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. you see blood in the water, you gotta go take.
Yeah, bro. And I can see because I'm a big fan of boxing too. Boxing, football, those are my two favorite sports as well. And I'm not saying I know the science of it, but after being a fan for so long, you kind of can see like, man, this dude got it. And,
no, for sure.
You one of those guys, man.
Definitely. Thank you.
So
I appreciate it.
what keeps you focused though, man? What keeps you
man, I just I've always just been like a humble, like put my head down and work kind of person.
Yeah.
Just my family keeps me down, and they just, I mean, they're my purpose at the end of the day.
Yeah.
My family sacrificed a lot since I was a kid for me to be where I'm at.
Yeah.
I have 2 sisters, a younger brother. My mom's at home, missing family parties, taking my father away from them since I was a kid, traveling around with me, sacrificing a lot of money, a lot of time for me to be where I'm at. So at the end of the day, I mean, I'm trying to make that all worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And give them a better life for sure. And that's not to say that they don't have a great life, but I want to make everybody not be able to work another day in their life. So that's the main goal.
I definitely see your dad can definitely push you, man. As a dad should, though. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Competitive nature, too. In anything, in the house, whatever it is, it's always competition, competitive nature. It's a loving competition, not like...
Yeah, facts. So, no, I get it.
And that's how it's supposed to be. Guys trying to bring you up, not trying to put you down.
Yeah. No, most definitely, man. Yeah. Most definitely. So, what would you say some of the fighters that you watch today that you could say, a pretty decent in your eyes, or pretty
Just
good, I should say.
in all boxing.
Yeah.
I mean, you got all these guys. You got great fighters in here.
A lot of talent in
A
here.
lot of talent in here, especially down in Houston. That's why I came down here. Just great work. Ronnie Shields has a great stable. So, but there's a lot of top guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a great fight this weekend. David Morrell versus David Benavidez. Morrell trains in here.
Yeah.
That's a great fight.
Who you liking that one?
It's a fire fight, 50-50 fight. I feel as though David
Yeah.
Benavidez, I feel like has like that experience.
That's what I was gonna say.
He has that experience,
Morrell
but
got,
Morrell,
12, 11
I could tell
fights?
you, yeah, Morrell has had the best camp probably of his life. Looks strong, looks ready.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. It's a great fight for the fans. So, but there's a lot of great fighters in the game right now.
Yeah.
A lot of great fighters.
I'm looking forward to that one though, man. David Benavidez.
Yeah, great undercard too.
Yeah.
Great undercard.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that one pop off.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So what would you say is your ultimate goal as far as in the boxing game?
Yeah. And I want to win world titles. I want to, and just at the end of the day, I want to take care of my family.
Yeah.
That's really the ultimate goal. Obviously, you want to have a legacy in this, but when it's all said and done, the belts, they go in a briefcase. You got a financial wealth and generational wealth for my family.
Yeah, most
sure.
definitely. I see you in because you moved up from 147, right?
147 to 54. Now this fight, I'm moving up to fight him at 60.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna move up? You're gonna stay at 160, or you gonna kind of back and forth?
Like I said, that's why I turned pro at 17. Like I've been fighting 150. I fought 152 when I was like 14, 15 years old.
Oh wow.
So like,
okay.
It's like, how much longer can I really like stay down there? You know what I mean? So 54 started to get pretty tough for me, and then so that's why we made the move. This would be my first fight at 60.
Yeah. And see, I respect that too, man, because a lot of fighters, man, they kind of weight drain themselves, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and
I feel like that's how I felt my last fight.
Yeah.
A little weight drained, and was because a lot of guys, they like to get down small to the fight weight and then
bulk up.
And that's how I felt at first. Like I felt like I was feeling good in the fight, but it got to the point where it was negatively affecting me, not helping.
Right.
So I was like, it's time to bump up.
So what do you feel about those, like how they say the rehydration clause in boxing? You know, not to throw shade at anyone. You know, it just, I just trying to get a better understanding of that.
I mean, I feel like if you're naturally rehydrating, there really shouldn't be there shouldn't be a problem if you're naturally rehydrating. If you make the weight, like there shouldn't be a problem with you naturally rehydrating. But it's a difference if you're not naturally rehydrating.
Right.
But I mean, that's what boxing's been for years. It's, obviously, there's guys weight bullies and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, I know a lot of the sanctioning bodies, they have like second day weigh-ins, 10-pound allowances, and things of that nature. But for me, I mean, I'm good with whatever. You know what I mean? It's gonna be what it's gonna be in the ring on fight night. If you put the work in,
it's gonna come to you. I feel it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, what would you say your boxing style is mainly like?
I'd say like a boxer puncher.
Yeah.
Yeah, boxer puncher.
So you do both.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you got to be able to do. I mean, everything at the end of the day. But obviously, stylistically, you got to be dominant to something that you like. Yeah, you know what I mean. But so yeah, probably a boxer puncher.
No, that's what's up, though, man. Yeah. That's what's up, bro.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I definitely appreciate y'all giving me this opportunity to,
absolutely.
I know you're pretty busy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting it in, it's getting crunch time too.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
You got your fight coming up and stuff like that.
Like
so.
2 weeks. 2 weeks until fight day.
How you feeling going into it?
I'm feeling good. Weight's coming down good. Now I'm really just winding down now.
Yeah.
Just winding down, going back to Jersey, finishing up there, and then fight week will be here before you know it.
Yeah. Going into the fight, man, what's that like though? Like you, what's your mental? Like are you the type that shut down everything and no TV, no social media type?
I feel like you have to keep it as like normal as. I mean, everybody's got their preferences, but I feel like you have to keep it as normal as possible. Like another day of going to the gym. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you walk into the gym every day, if you have that intensity, then you going into fight night should be the same way. Like if you're on your phone on social media, if you're listening to music, if you're talking to your family, talking to your girl, whatever it is, then you can't switch the script. You're like, you know what I mean? So whatever. I mean, people have benefit from different things and superstitions and all that kind of stuff. But for me, I try to keep it as normal as possible. Obviously, there's a time to really lock in, and once you get to the locker room and once you but I feel like you got to have fun with it too. So
Right.
yeah, you can't take the fun out of this, or else you know
So
what I mean?
out of 21 of your fights, what would you say was probably one of your toughest fights?
My toughest fight, probably. I mean, probably the fight with Ronald Cruz, just because going into that fight, I would say I was going through a lot, like in terms of just things in my life. At the end of the day, people like you have things going on with your life outside of boxing. And
Yeah.
most of these guys, we're going into the ring. A lot of guys ain't going in the ring 100% healthy. We come out of a grueling training camp. We come out of things going on in your life, and going into that training camp, my papa, he had just passed away.
Oh man. Okay.
And
Yeah, a lot dealing
man,
with at that.
he was like he
time,
brought me
yeah.
to the gym every day since I was a kid,
Yeah.
and just he was like my best friend. Talked every day on the phone after every sparring session, after every day in the gym,
Yeah.
and man, going into that fight, and I that still weighs heavy on me because I'm used to seeing him ringside at every one of my
Yeah.
fights, so it's like, but yeah, that's probably been my toughest fight just because of just so much going on mentally,
Right.
emotionally, and yeah, that's probably my toughest fight. Obviously, the fight that I lost, it wasn't even that it was a tough fight; it was just not prepared. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we talked about. Like, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So
Most
you got to
definitely.
go into the ring 100% prepared, 150% prepared, or if not, the truth always comes out in here.
Yeah.
So
And a lot of times, man, in boxing, so many fighters are scared to lose one
yeah,
fight.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
And it's like it's not a bad thing. Sometimes it may sound crazy, but sometimes failure can create success.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
So it's, and it's a lot of great ones, man, that's lost fights and just became Hall of Fame boxers and undisputed and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, boxing's got like that narrative of like because of Floyd Mayweather, I feel like nobody
Yeah.
wants to lose their but that's how the biggest fights are going to be made. I mean,
Yep.
this like basketball players, they lose a game every other night. Like
Yep.
the greats, like they're missing game. Michael Jordan's missing game-winning shots every other night. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but that's why boxing's such like a different sport. I mean, you get one big opportunity, you don't know when your next big opportunity
Yeah.
will be. So,
Most definitely.
but UFC, I feel like it's different in a way of like these guys have 5, 6, 7, 8 losses, and they're right back. They could get right back to position of being
Right.
like. Whereas boxing, like people look at one loss and like, oh, maybe he's not that. Like, you know what I mean? No, maybe he just had guys have bad nights. Like that's a part of
It happens.
that
Yeah.
happens. Like that's
A human being.
yeah, that's a part of being an athlete. Like, so you have bad days, bad nights, bad moments, but that's not what defines you. You got to get up and keep
Yeah.
pushing.
Hardest puncher you ever faced.
Hardest puncher I ever faced. Man, some of the guys in this gym could crack. So
Yeah.
like maybe not in my fights yet, but like in sparring, like I've gotten there's some heavy punchers out here.
Man, I be hearing the sparring sometimes is better than the actual fight.
Yeah, for
a lot
sure.
of times.
A lot of times,
So
like,
y'all was putting in work earlier though too.
That's why people are like, oh, that's you got to pay for that kind of sparring. Like,
Yeah.
people, like that's why a lot of sparring is like closed off. Not many people come in the gym and everything. But
Yeah.
I mean, I've sparred the likes of like Jamal Charlo, Sean Porter, guys like Yoenis Tellez in here, Andreas Katsarakis, Lorenzo Simpson, David Stevens, all these guys. I mean,
Put in
great
some
fight-
work with some
great
good guys.
fighters. Marquise Taylor, who I was sparring today, 8 rounds. Another great fight. Like all these guys are great fighters. So that's why when it comes fight night, you'll be 100% ready because you're sparring top level guys. So when you get
Iron
in there, it
sharpen
shouldn't be
iron.
any different. Yeah.
No, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you got Conor Coyle coming up.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, what you think, man? What is the what you think he bringing to the table?
Yeah, I think he's a tough, rugged guy who's he's gonna fight his fight. He's got like that European style. He's gonna come forward, in and out, and he's a great fighter. I think he's top 5 in the WBA at 160, 21-0. So take nothing away from him, and it's business as usual. Just gotta handle the business on fight night.
Yeah, for sure, man. Man, again, man, great pleasure, man, sitting here with Vito Mielnicki Jr.
Yes, sir.
Big fight coming up February 14th and will be aired on ESPN. Also showed in the UK, man. Y'all show love, man. This man's putting in work since he was 7 years old.
Yes, sir.
Really going hard at it. Him and his dad, you know.
Sir.
So, man, anything you want to say to the people?
Hey, subscribe to the channel. Show love. Show
Appreciate
support. Tune in February 14th. You don't want to miss it.
For sure. What any predictions?
Just dominant performance. I don't make predictions. Great night of fights. ESPN Plus, ESPN, great night of fights this Saturday. So just tune in. All boxing is coming up. So yeah, boxing's coming back.
For sure, for sure.
Yes,
Vito
sir.
Mielnicki Jr. right
Yes,
here,
sir.
baby.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it, baby.
Thank you.
For sure.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.